houses like
you
this.
Tell me why you're here.
We're interested in the houses.
You're not interested in the houses. We know who lives here.
Is this like Second Empire?
It's just a track house. That's what all of these things are.
I know, but when was it built, do you think?
They're built before 1899.
Oh, so, okay.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And, of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day, people. Come on now. Flick your finger for the channel, people. Now, as you can see, I'm back in my beautiful tropical location. I was in the apartment for, 2 days? Was not feeling that, y'all. So now we back poolside with the palm trees and feeling good. But you know who's probably not feeling good today? Your girl, Letitia James. Y'all, the federales are on her. They're on her tail, y'all. Letitia James is under investigation from multiple different directions. But what we're going to talk about today is the special prosecutor who actually went and visited her house. The subject of alleged mortgage fraud, which may have spanned over many, many decades. So yes, y'all, there is an investigation open. There is a special prosecutor who's on the case. You're going to see him today. You're going to see him visit the house. And so things are moving forward. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right into it. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not going to make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement.
Forensic accountant Sam Antar. Sam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me on, rescuing my head out of a spreadsheet.
Okay, yeah, so you were the first one, again, to kind of uncover this whole Tish James drama. I was listening to an interview that she was doing, and she was claiming that you just have a vendetta against her, a personal vendetta, that this was kind of like a clerical error, this house in Norfolk, Virginia, where she said she was going to be a resident. She is a top lawyer of New York State. She's trying to convince us that this was just like kind of a paperwork mistake. What do you think?
Okay, first of all, I don't have a vendetta against her, and even if I did, it doesn't make a difference. She falsified mortgage documents. Case closed. Second of all, the mistake being the clerical error doesn't happen 10 times over 22 years for a Brooklyn property and several times over the last 4 or 5 years for a Virginia properties. These are not clerical errors. These are a pattern of fraud.
So y'all, first what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this New York Post story, which tells us all about this visit. It says DOJ Special Attorney Ed Martin checks out Tish James's mortgage fraud home after being tapped for probes. Department of Justice Special Attorney Ed Martin was spotted in Brooklyn Friday inspecting Tish James's multifamily residential property that is at the center of a federal mortgage fraud investigation. Now, as a quick aside, y'all are going to see a lady. They're going to be talking to a lady, apparently a neighbor of Letitia James, who's going to be demanding information because I live here and this is my block. Okay, so take that for what you will. Martin, conspicuous in a beige trench coat, visited the Clinton Hill brownstone a week after being appointed by Attorney General Pam Bondi to run parallel mortgage fraud probes into New York Attorney General and her fellow Trump deranged Democrat, California Senator Adam Schiff. Grand juries in Virginia and Maryland are currently weighing criminal indictments for James and Schiff, respectively, over allegations they falsified property records to secure favorable loan terms. James's Brooklyn property at 296 Lafayette Avenue is classified as a 5-unit dwelling, but James is alleged to have misrepresented the building on mortgage applications, building permits, and filings for government assistance. Government assistance, y'all. She's alleged to have represented the 5-unit building as a 4-unit building. The alleged misclassification allowed her to qualify for loans with better interest rates and lower down payments through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are only available for properties with 4 or fewer residential units. Now, y'all, I know you've been waiting to see what happened when the special prosecutor went to Letitia James's brownstone. We're going to bring you that right now, courtesy of the New York Post. Let's take a look.
Everything else.
I'm just sure there's like the Pratt building. Is there
You
a
want me to tell you how to access my...
No, I'm just asking. I'm interested because usually houses like
you
this.
tell me why you're here.
We're interested in the houses.
You're
so-
not interested in the houses. We know who lives
Okay.
here.
Is this like Second Empire?
It's just a track house. That's what all of these things
I know,
are.
but when was it built, do you think?
They're built before 1899.
Oh, so, okay.
Why are you being so disingenuous about what you're here for? You're not here about the houses. You're here because of who lives here. It's my neighborhood. It's my block. I have a right to know what you guys look like your
happy to-
official capacity.
I'm just happy to be on a block looking at a house.
That's not true. Why won't you be
No, he is happy.
Well, why won't you be honest with me about what you're doing? You are acting suspicious on my block in front of my neighbor's
I'm
home,
just looking
and you're not
at
telling me what
nice-
you're doing. That's not true.
Interesting houses. It's an important house. So, thank you. Have a good
Not.
day.
It's just like every other track house on this block that was built by developers.
Right, they're beautiful. Beautiful neighborhood.
Thank you.
I mean, do you guys call this a stoop?
What do you think?
I don't know. It's a stoop. We didn't have stoops where I was growing up. Is this a stoop?
I want to know what you're doing.
Just checking it out.
You're not.
Very good.
Now, this entire investigation was kicked off by Sam Antar. If you've been following this case, you know who he is. If you don't, you're about to know who he is now, because we're going to loop into a clip of him talking about just how clear and convincing the evidence against Letitia James is. He calls it an open and shut case. Take a look here.
What do you think about the fact that she is now being investigated for the very crime she prosecuted President Trump for?
Well, I'm a Democrat. I really don't care about Trump. But the point being is that, yes, there is karma there, but I ignore the karma. My job, and it's not a job, it's really a hobby at this point because I'm quasi 99% retired. My hobby right now is to ferret out crime, and that's what I'm doing.
So what do you think about the grand jury? What will you think, they'll find? Do you think that they will actually, something will come of it?
I've laid out the case in my blog and in social media. I pointed to every single relevant document. Every single serious person that's looked at the evidence says it's damning to her. It's an open and shut case. The only thing that may happen at this point, which I predict, is that more people, collusion, more people like mortgage brokers, title companies, closing lawyers, there might be more people brought into this net.
So, y'all, the Letitia James, this whole saga started earlier this year when Trump took office. Antar started to talk about these allegations, and then Trump started to talk about these allegations, and people would have expected an arrest by now. In fact, people thought if anything's going to happen, it would have already happened several months ago, and people actually started to lose hope because there are people who hope Letitia James will go down. At some point a few weeks ago, I said, look, I think Letitia James is going to be arrested and charged for mortgage fraud. That's what I said. Now, that's if she actually did commit mortgage fraud. I need to say that because I'm not alleging that she did. But if there's a there, I think she's going to be arrested and I think she's going to be charged. Not saying I want that to happen. Not saying I want her to have done anything wrong. But if she did, or if there's enough evidence, I think she'll be arrested. I think she'll be charged. Now, the one caveat is the statute of limitations, which we'll have to see how that plays into everything. But a lot of people were like, oh man, nothing's happening. Pam Bondi, she doesn't do anything. I went on record and I said, I think Letitia James, if she's done something wrong, or if there's enough evidence, I think she'll be arrested and she'll be charged. And now we can see a special prosecutor who pulled up to her doorstep. So y'all let me know what you think. Are y'all still doubtful? Do y'all still think powerful people don't go down? Aren't arrested, aren't charged? Or are you starting to think, maybe something will happen this time if she actually did something wrong? Y'all let me know down in the comments. But before you do, you already know what I'm going to say. Stop right now, hit that share button, share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, do subscribe. For my people with the retirement, hit my link, people. Do you want your money to still be there when you go to collect? Do you want your money to still be there once the Democrats get back in power and they decide they're going to take it all and give it to people who don't even have permission to be in the country? Go to Paralegold, y'all, PARALEGOLD.com. Get the free report on how you can protect your retirement with the oldest, hardest, strongest, longest money mankind has ever known, and that's gold. And speak to my people at Augusta Precious Metals at 844-651-8334. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.
What do you say that she says that you have a vendetta and that the Trump administration is simply weaponizing the Justice Department to go after her, and that you're just basically a tool in it? You're a useful idiot, almost, she's saying.
How do you weaponize a phony signature? She put a she put a signature on paper. I didn't put it there. Okay, I am just the forensic accountant. I've been doing this for 30 years after the Crazy Eddie fraud. I've been teaching. This is what I do. I used to do it for a living. Now I do it as a hobby because I'm quasi-retired.
How do you feel that it's gotten to this point now?
Validation.
I mean, because think about it. You were just at home kind of looking stuff up, figuring things out, and now here we are. Now it's national headlines. We have the Department of Justice investigating, a grand jury being impaneled, and it all because of you.
Yes, and not only that, we're going to go further. In the coming months, I am going to develop a case against the machine that produces the Letitia Jameses of society and the Zohran Mamdanis of society and other corrupt politicians irrespective of party. I'm going to go after all the nonprofits. It's called grassroots washing. Okay?
Are you afraid?
I mean, they went after President Trump. They tried to put him behind bars for the rest of his life. Are you worried?
No, I don't care.